guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna. If you don't know me, hello, hi. Today we are diving into Lululemon and discussing the truth about working at Lululemon and also why I don't post haul videos anymore or any Lululemon content anymore. I'm not really going to talk about what I'm doing with my makeup. If you want products, I can have them listed down below. Today, I just want to focus on talking about Lululemon and my experience there. For a long time, I posted a lot of Lululemon content. Like, the majority of my channel was hair dye videos and Lululemon. And then as of recent, I haven't been posting Lululemon videos like I used to, and there is a reason why. My background with the company was, I first started working for the company when I was around 20, and I think I was on and off for about 5 years, 6 years. So I have a lot of history with this company. It started at Aviva, which is their kids clothing store, RIP. I worked for 2 years as a part-time educator, and then Aviva closed majority, if not all, of their stores at this point. And then I started working at Lululemon, I think for the holiday season that same year. The interview process. I've seen some TikToks recently talking about the interview process and people saying that they had to run a 5K for it and that the interviews were like really weird and crazy. For me, how it was I interviewed at Aviva and I did not get the job. And then I got an email one day saying that a different location was hiring, and so they recommended that I interview. So I did, and I ended up getting the job. Lululemon interviews are typically a group interview setting, and they ask a lot of questions about, you know, obviously your experience and why you want to work at the company. If you don't have retail experience, like, it doesn't really make any difference because you'll get trained on that. It's more just about like making those like connections with people, articulating why you want to work there. If you want to get a job at Lululemon, the best time to aim for is during the holiday season. So that would be, oops, that's a lot. That would be for like Black Friday and like Christmas and all that. There are what they call blackout dates. You aren't allowed to travel during certain dates. So it is something to know if like your family does a vacation every year or something, or you want to go home for the holidays. It might not be the right time for you. Lulu hires a lot of seasonal employees. Summer breaks are another one when you're home from school. Wow, I look really sunburnt. Let's blend this out. Summer breaks and the holiday season are the best or easiest time to apply and really get your foot in the door, because once you work as a seasonal employee, you're able to talk to your manager about staying on if you want to. I know a lot of people, that's how they end up being not just a seasonal position, but a regular team member as well. Funny enough, I actually never interviewed at Lululemon because of my experience at Aviva. The fabrics are the same, a lot of the like talking points are the same. And then when Aviva closed, I was out shopping with my uncle and I brought him into Lululemon and I was telling him about the pants. And the store manager at the time, I guess, noticed me educating my uncle about these pants, and he sent over one of the other educators and asked if I was working there. I guess he was like, I'm not sure if she's a new employee that I just like didn't know about, but no, it was just me doing my thing. So I ended up talking to the manager that day and set up a time to come and chat with the assistant store manager, and I was able to join the team seasonally at that point. Definitely one of those like right place, right time kind of situations, but once you start working for the company, it is pretty easy to switch around stores. It's very easy to then get more experience with the company. A common question I got about the interviews is, what do you wear? Like, do you have to show up wearing all Lululemon? And definitely not, no. I actually like never shopped at Lululemon before I started working there. I didn't know much about the brand. I think I wore jeans to the interview, honestly. So like, it really doesn't matter. That's not what they're like judging you on. So don't feel pressure at all to have to show up wearing head to toe Lulu. When you get the job, once you start working, that's when you'll start wearing the product, but to the interview, it really doesn't matter. I've said this before and I will say this 100 times over, this job is not for everyone. It really gave me structure and it gave me a lot of skills to be more like outspoken. I feel like I can talk to anybody now when I used to be more shy. It gave me a lot more confidence in my day-to-day life and has definitely shaped me into who I am today. I've also made a ton of friends and connections, and I would not change the experience at all. But that is not the case for everybody. I was also very fortunate that the teams I was on were incredible, and like any workplace, that's not going to be the case always. Like, you will vibe with some coworkers more than others everywhere you go, but it's not a universal toxic work environment or anything, not at all. In fact, it was the opposite for me. You don't have to be athletic to work there, but it is an athletic wear company, so it inherently attracts that type of person. So an example of this is when I started working at Lululemon. I think it might have been my first day. It was just a training day, and we actually as a team went to SoulCycle. Lululemon does these things called team sweats. Not so much anymore because of COVID, but back in the day, we would do yoga classes together. We would go to SoulCycle. We even did an American Ninja Warrior workout class. And it was so much fun. So it was day one on the job, and I was going to SoulCycle class, which I'd never gone to before. And it was super intense, but I love that kind of thing. And so me, having never been, not having to pay for the class, I'm like, sign me up. I will be there in an instant. So definitely, if that's not you, that's okay. But if you're open to something like that, it's definitely really, really fun and great. Let's dive into the company culture a little bit. I feel like a common question and thing that is talked about is Lululemon a cult? And it definitely has some drink the Kool-Aid aspects, and I very much did drink the Kool-Aid. But no, it's not a cult, it's a clothing store. One thing that really makes it stand out from other retail jobs is that we're not forced to sell product. We're not there competing with each other to make commission. We are there to educate on the products and the fabrics and the fit, function. There's a series of F's in the training, you learn it. I know I genuinely loved the product, and so it made it super easy to just help people find what will work for them for whatever they need. Because we're not salespeople, a lot of our training has to do with all these other elements. Obviously, it's learning the products and the fabrics and things like that, but it's also becoming part of the company culture. Something that I know I did a lot of in my training and throughout my time working was goal setting and manifestation. We had a workshop one time where we would talk about our BHAG, so big, hairy, audacious goals, whatever. BHAG, big goal. And we would speak so 5 years from now, I am a professional content creator or whatever, we would talk like that, and we would goal set and manifest and do meditations and mindful breathing and things like that. Not only was that really wonderful for me, but it created a very positive work environment to be in, and it also allowed me to connect with my coworkers more. Within the company culture, I feel like there definitely leads to some overlap with employee perks. Now, this is probably the most asked question and thing that people wonder about is employee discount and other perks that employees get. There's this thing called sweaty pursuits, and each month, depending on if you're part-time or full-time, you get a certain amount of money and you can use it towards workout classes, gym memberships, things that you can get your body moving. I believe you can use it for things like cryotherapy. So really taking care of not only your physical health, but also your mental health in turn. It also allows you to get firsthand experience working out in the clothes and wearing them for different types of activities. That's always one thing I would educate people on. I love this pair of leggings, but if you're going to a Pilates class and you're doing a lot of things on your back, the zipper in the back might be uncomfortable to lay on. Things like that I might not realize when I'm just looking at the pants or like trying them on standing up, but when you're actually using the products, you learn a lot more about them. This was definitely one of the things that kept me coming back. Not having to pay for a gym membership and being able to try all these different kinds of workout classes, I loved it. Another thing that I loved that would make me never want to work a different retail job is that it's not commission-based, like you're not competing with your coworkers. I just know that that's one thing that would turn me off from working at somewhere like Nordstrom, which is notoriously commission-based. I don't want to be going to work stressed out, competing with my coworkers. I want to be able to hang out with my coworkers and have those relationships and not have it be weird and competitive. Like, if the goal of coming into work is to help some people find things that make them feel confident and help them in their workouts or in their day-to-day activities, like, I love that. There is also an employee discount. You can look online, it's online somewhere. That's one of those things that like you're not supposed to talk about, but obviously if you work for a company, there's a discount. And it is very, very good. So that is why I would post a lot of Lululemon clothing hauls, because I would get them for a much more affordable price because I worked there. And that's a big reason why I no longer am posting a ton of haul videos, because I don't have any new product. I no longer work there, which means I no longer have any of these perks. Could I still go and buy more product? Absolutely. But let me tell you, over the years, when you are working there and you see an item go on sale, there's one left, it's in your size, it's something you've been eyeing, you're going to want to buy it. I've bought so many things that I do not need just because they were there and they were in my size, or they weren't in my size, but I liked the color. I did get another pair of Aligns. I got them in this bronze green color. They are also size 4, 28 inch. It's kind of just like a fun green color. Like, I have a huge collection of Lululemon right now because I was with the company for so long. And that's honestly why I stopped posting. I have no bad blood with the company. It was a very positive experience for me. I know it's like no fun. Like, we're here for the tea, we're here for the drama. You know, end of the day, it is a retail job, and so that means retail hours. Nights and weekends are very much going to be a thing. I loved it because I like having flexibility in my schedule. So whether that be I get mornings to myself or I got like nights to myself, it worked for me, but it was annoying sometimes to be working until 9 p.m. on a Saturday and then trying to be social. Another con would be people are very bold and they are very demanding. Sometimes people would come in and they would treat the employees really horribly because they are spending so much money, so like they have the right to be able to, or whatever. Like, I just think kindness goes a really long way, and so it could be challenging at times. There's also the people who just expect you to give them brand new product when they have a cigarette hole burn in their leggings or something like that. Like, would you go into Nike and expect them to give you a brand new pair of sneakers because you wore yours for the last year and now they're a little like dirty and worn out? No, like, that's not how that works. But people just have this idea that there's a 100% guarantee of a quality promise, and no, like, nowhere does it say that. And then people would act as if they know more about the company than we do when we were working there. And it's just the audacity. It truly is unbelievable. Some positives though are I am super good at folding pants now. Like, I think it's really satisfying. It's like almost kind of like therapeutic, but like part of the job is you will spend hours folding and refolding the pant wall. It's always when you have the pant wall finally perfectly done that someone comes over, grabs one from the bottom of the pile, and completely ruins everything, and you have to start over. All right, so that is the truth about working at Lululemon from my experience. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below, and let me know if there's any other kind of Lululemon content that you're interested in seeing. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, please subscribe, that'd be so wonderful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.